What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk a little bit about Modern Warfare 2. This is going to be, I guess, the first in a series of leaked videos, I guess, for the next Call of Duty here in 2022. So if you're excited for it, let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Are you excited for Modern Warfare 2? Are you just like whatever about it? Are you even going to get it? I know a lot of people who get caught every single year and they just up and dipped with Vanguard or with Cold War. Like people just dipped. People just don't like it anymore. So I'm curious. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. While you're down there, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I do appreciate any support you guys can give me, and I'll give you guys daily videos in return. All right, with that being said, let's talk about this leaked tweet from Ralph's Valve. He says, there are currently 10 studios attached to developing Modern Warfare 2. Demonware, High Moon Studios, Toys for Bob, Infinity Ward Austin, Texas, Infinity Ward Poland, Infinity Ward LA, Beesnox, Activision, Raven Software, and Sledgehammer D's Nuts. So as you can tell, that's a lot of studios. That's a lot of people working together on a Call of Duty. And while this sounds like a good idea, I just don't think it is, and let me explain why. When you have multiple people working on like a group project for school or for work or something like that, what usually happens, right? Usually maybe you'll get it done faster, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna come out super coherent unless everyone's on the same page. And while this can happen, I just don't see it, Even in something as simple as like a group project, everyone has their own opinions, especially if they're passionate about the project. Everyone's gonna have their own opinions. Everyone's gonna have their own like reasoning for doing things or for designing something a certain way. And I'm sure that, these, like unsarcastically here, I'm sure that these Call of Duty developers are not I guess like unpassionate. I feel like they are passionate about what they do. They might just not have time to do stuff because of, Activision's huge demands. But when you have so many passionate people, so many passionate project workers working together, there's a high chance that the passion's going to be lost. Like the end user's not going to be able to see the entire like vision of what the developers were all going for, or what the main developer was going for maybe. So to continue on, like I'm saying here, I think it's good that there are going to be many different dev teams. I think that one of the positives here is that like someone like Treyarch, like a team like Treyarch, is probably going to be able to identify key mistakes that some team like Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer My Balls is going to make. In my opinion, Treyarch knows how to make the best Call of Duty game. They don't necessarily make every single game that's the best. For instance, like a Cold War, look at Black Ops 4, like, they're not the best, they're good games, they're not the best. Cold War being a good game might be a stretch, but they're decent enough games, right? When I say best, when I say good or decent games, I'm mainly referring to, I guess, the way that these games are designed, right? From like balancing, from perk design, from like viability, from choosing, there's like a trade-off in Treyarch games. I think all those things show that Treyarch knows how to make a good game. They know how to make a well-designed game. And I think those are the key things that Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer still need to work on. If you look at Infinity Ward's track record, Modern Warfare 2019 is not very well designed.
How dare you!
I guess I should strike that. It's designed well if you're a camper or if you enjoy camping, but it doesn't leave a lot of opportunities for people who don't like camping or who don't want to camp. And on the flip side, I mean, you can argue that Treyarch games, you can't really camp either, although I feel like there's always an option to, right? There's always an option to camp. There's not always an option to run and gun. And I'm really hoping that Infinity Ward or Modern Warfare 2 is going to have the option to run and gun. You don't have to make it as like chaotic and crazy as Treyarch games. Like, look at Black Ops 4. That game was a game for like crackheads, you have stim shot, manual healing, extra health. Like, there was no reason to camp. Versus you look at Modern Warfare, double claymores, restock, the footsteps super loud, maps super big, maps have a million windows in them. Like what are people supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? It's all in the design. Not to go off on too much of a tangent here, but I'm a firm believer that the COD fan base will do what the game allows them to. If the game allows them to run and gun and have a lot of fun, like in Black Ops 4, people will do that. If the game doesn't and it forces you to be in a window or a doorway all day, that's what people are going to do. It's not that shocking in my opinion. If you take a look at Vanguard and Sledgehammer D's Nuts decision making here, I just I just don't know what their vision was. You know, I think you can run and gun. I honestly think that they did ninja pretty well here. You know, not amazing. I think that there should have been a little bit more sound than there currently is, but at the same time, I'm not going to complain about that when we had Modern Warfare. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to complain about Footsteps after that game. So I guess those are some of the positives. Another big negative that I didn't mention yet is that if you have all these dev studios working together, they're also not working on their own projects, right? Sledgehammer and Treyarch should not be working on this game in theory. They literally just produced games. Well, at least Treyarch did. Treyarch's honestly been backpacking Call of Duty because Sledgehammer, these nuts really, like, they dropped the ball in Cold War, right? Like, they were supposed to come out, they didn't. So then Treyarch had to force something out, and then they kind of dropped the ball here in this game. I'll make a video on it in the future. I really think that this game, I might get hate for this. I think it's starting to get too much hate unwarranted. You know, I'm not saying it's an amazing shooter. I'm not saying it's an amazing COD game, but I think it's an average COD game at the end of the day. And when you have bugs and everything fixed in Vanguard, I really don't see a major flaw in the game. I think right now the major flaw is obviously the bugs and glitches, things not working, lobbies not forming, you know, stuff like that. Next up would probably be skill-based matchmaking. And I guess along with that, like just matchmaking in general, you know, like lobby balancing, lobby leaderboards, you know, just putting stuff in, weapon inspect, just put all that stuff in, like, you know, make it a complete game, please. And just to bring it back to my point, you know, if Sledgehammer Games is involved with this, if Treyarch's involved with this, is the next Sledgehammer game, is the next Treyarch game, are these going to have, you know, lobby leaderboard issues? Are they going to have an inability to join up on your friends? Is there going to be weapon inspect? You know, all these like little things, theater mode, kill cams working. Like, are we going to have all this stuff working at launch, or are they just going to be too busy working on other games, other titles that aren't their own just for the consumer base? Obviously, by now, y'all know that Microsoft, you know, has bought Activision, and I'm hoping that they take it slower and they make it so it's like a every other year release cycle. I don't want to see 3 years for Call of Duty. I think that's too slow. I think people are just way too used to every single year. Maybe eventually you can go to every 3 years, but for now, it's got to be every other year. You know, I need these games to come out finished. I can't keep doing this, you know. I'll talk more about the Microsoft acquisition when, you know, more stuff comes out, more news comes out regarding, like, you know, are they going to take a year off, stuff like that. You know, they're going to update us. I know for sure that they're going to let us know what their plan is overall. But I just wanted to update you guys here on this dev team thing. Again, it's from Ralph's Valve. I personally think I would believe him, but at the same time, I know a lot of people don't. You know, I think he's kind of up and coming, so he might not get every single, you know, leak or tweet right, but I think a lot of the other leakers are, you know, tweeting back at him and being like, hey, I heard this too, and stuff like that. So maybe you can trust him, maybe you can't. Take everything what you heard today regarding news from a grain of salt, but my opinion is still the same. You know, even if this is not true, I still think that each dev studio should only work on their own game, and they should prioritize it, right? They should make sure that their own game works at launch, whether it be joining up on people, you know, starting a game on time, map voting, lobby leaderboards, all that stuff. That is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I do appreciate any of the support we've been getting. We're on our way to 7K, hopefully 10K pretty soon. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and leave in the comment section down below. What's your favorite studio? Do you like Sledgehammer, Treyarch, or Infinity Ward? I'm very curious to know. I might make a video in response to whatever you guys say in the comments. We'll see if there's a lot of you know, people who agree with me or not. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have yourselves a great day, a great start to the week. This should be up on a Monday. So yeah, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great one. Peace. Just to finish out this video, I am streaming on Twitch fairly often these days, so make sure to go check it out if you haven't already. Link will be in the description down below. I believe it's TheDynaMight YT. I just want to close out the video by saying that while you're watching this MVP screen, because I know you guys care about the MVP screen. So go check me out there. I am going to be streaming a lot more, hopefully a lot more. So check me out. I'll see you there. Peace.